Good morning. Hello, hello, and happy Saturday. Who is with me this morning? Deirdre, there you are, and Pat Moss. Good afternoon to you. How are you? It's the weekend. So how is your weekend? And let's see if we can wake people up this morning. Don't you love to wake people up? Did somebody wake you up when you were a kid and you wanted to throw something at them and tell them to go away? That was me. That was my brothers that would tease me and wake me up, especially if it was cold outside, which is pretty cold outside here. It's 44 degrees. So let's go into our hearts and really see each other and join with each other this morning. Hi, Julie Kiss. Hi, Andrea and Kathy Hand. Suzanne. Oh, I love having Suzanne here on the weekends. Yay. That's a big yay about Saturdays, isn't it? Okay. Hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. And exhale slowly. Find something that puts a smile on your face. Whether that's a person, animal, maybe a nature place that you love, a sunrise, a sunset, whatever it is, just hold that in your heart and then put that smile on your face. Smile to the world this morning. Spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. That's what a smile is. So let's have some. Your dad would knock on the door and say, "Rise and shine." Well, I never got that. I always got the threats of ice water on my, and sometimes they did. Sometimes it was usually my feet that they would attack with the ice water, or cold water anyway. We had really cold water in the mountains. Catherine DeSante, hello. Isabel, good morning. Kathy, I kind of wanted to stay in bed this morning after a rather rough night. Well, I'm so glad you didn't. I'm so glad you're here, Kathy. Auntie Jean, good morning, good morning. And Ricky showed up. Good morning, sweet Ricky. Arg to you. Yeah, we're talking about waking up. And when we were kids, did somebody have to wake you up? Because we probably didn't have that alarm clock waking us up as kids, did we? There was probably a person, like a parent, a brother, sister, whatever. So what woke you up in the morning? And I think my favorite wake-up call was the doggies at Blue Jean's house in Vermont. They loved to wake me and Jean up when we were there. That was one of the most precious memories I have of this whole journey that I'm on. It was the wake-up call by the doggies. All right, let's see what the angels had to say. Spiritual adventures. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. And that's by Helen Keller, wise woman. I love adventures. I consider every day an opportunity for something amazing and miraculous to happen. Spiritual adventures begin with the call, a whisper from the depths of our being, urging us to embark on a journey of self-exploration. This call is not restricted by the limitations of time. It is an invitation to dive into the vast ocean of our own consciousness. Dear angels, spiritual adventure is not for the faint of heart. It demands a willingness to embrace uncertainty, to dance with the unknown, and to surrender to the rhythm of the universe. Just as a seasoned explorer trusts the unfolding of the road, the spiritual adventurer surrenders to the divine plan, finding solace in the belief that every twist and turn is part of the cosmic design. Dear ones, in the silence of meditation or the rustle of leaves in a remote forest. You find the roadmap to your inner landscape. Here, the mountains represent your challenges. The valleys symbolize moments of introspection, and the rivers mirror the flow of your emotions. Every step is a pilgrimage, and every encounter, whether with others or yourself, is a chance for growth. Take your chances on the adventure and trust your inner guidance. You will find your way. Hold on to hope. Dear angels, today I promise to always be a spiritual adventurer. I love that. I love adventures. I really do. I love sometimes just getting lost on purpose and seeing what I can find or what finds me. That's an adventure. When you can do that, when you trust enough and you can just let go and follow your intuition and follow your heart. So, who else came in while I was reading that? Julie Kiss says, my mom would shake my bed, and oh, how I hated that. Yeah. Or jump on your bed. And Kathy, that's abuse. Yeah, my brothers did abuse me. They really did. Catherine Kovacs, good morning, sweet one. And Deirdre, thank you. 10 million for worldpeace.org. And today at 1:11, tune in for 10 million for world peace meditation. Kathy, I need my P family to get me in a loving state of mind. We're working on it, Kathy. Hang with us. And Cisco, thank you for being here with us this morning. Blue, I was just talking about you and your doggaroos and how those sweet ones used to be our alarm clock when we were staying with you. Boy, I wonder what it would be like now since there's 3 of them. I can't imagine. They probably push each other off the stairs. Sally and Tony, good morning. Happy Saturday. Yes, yes, yes. And Blue says, Kathy, sassy pants, you are a precious daughter of the divine. You are a joy, light, and inspiration to me and others. I love you. We do love you, Kathy. We're so glad you're here. And Catherine says, actually, I'm going out on an adventure today. I love that. So glad that you're doing that. Oh boy is right, Blue Jean. Can you just envision it? 3 of those labs running up the stairs and licking all over the face to wake us up. Yeah, I think that would probably be overkill with the alarm clock, wouldn't it? But oh, how I love those doggies. And that was, like I said, that was one of the most precious moments and precious memories that I have of this journey. Are the sweet doggies that just wanted us to get up out of bed so they could go outside with their mama. Ooh, Blue Jean. I can't wait to see pictures. Kathy says, I very rarely slept in at home, but if my parents wanted me, they would just call my name Catherine. I could still hear my dad's voice and my mom's. I knew better to get up and get moving and not have to face any of my dad's wrath. Yeah, my dad was usually already at work by the time that I had to wake up and get up out of bed. But yeah, it was my mom that would try to wake me up first. And when she didn't succeed, she'd send the boys in for the ice water, or the threat of ice water anyway. Usually they'd just pull the covers off and it was cold enough that would do the job. Pocket and I destroyed 2 air mattresses. Yep, you did. And Suzanne says, Luna used to be my alarm clock. Sam and Lily sleep longer than I do. Oh, those sweet ones. Yeah, there's no sleeping around here with Little Bit. As soon as that alarm goes off, she's up and moving. But she is a snuggler, and she slept right beside of me. I'm surprised she's not in here with us this morning, because she loves to be a ham on the morning show. I told her Mama and Daddy about it, and they were laughing. And Sally says, you just missed meeting Kai. He's a very loving soul who loves to snuggle. I know, I'm sad that I missed him, but I'll be back. I'll be back in Michigan and get to see that sweet one. Okay, so what does Kuan Yin have to say about all of this adventure talk? And what kind of adventure are you guys going to have today? I've got a big adventure coming up. Today is Virginia Day. Today I'm headed over to the Peace Pentagon in Virginia, and I'm going to do a land blessing over there. Pray that it's not rainy. I just was outside with Magi, and it has rained and rained and rained, and we had a hailstorm yesterday in addition to rain, and it's wet outside. So I'm hoping for good weather as I travel over there and spend the day at the Peace Pentagon. Blue says, somebody is pouting here again. Is it raining there? Yes. Who's pouting? Don't know. Erica, good morning. Love you too, honey. And Josie, you showed up. Ricky's been here. He's been waiting for you. Auntie Jean says she did pretty much of an attention getter on the night chant too. Yeah, don't know why she's in the other room. Weird. Anyway, Julie says we have rain all weekend in upstate New York. Oh, it's Gizmo that's pouting. Aw, sweet Gizmo. Pouting is no fun. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say. You are one of a kind. Your own path will never be exactly the same as anyone else's. The type of frequency you hold is as individual as your fingerprints. That uniqueness cannot ever be taken from you, co-opted by another, or compromised in any way. Relish your uniqueness and share it lovingly, freely, joyfully with the world. I love this message. You know, I had this conversation with somebody just the other day. It might have been Ruth when we were doing one of the meditations. But I just don't understand, of all of the billions and billions and probably trillions now of people that have been here on Earth, humans, how can we all have unique fingerprints? How is that even possible? Isn't there just so many patterns? My mind was doing this dive down the rabbit hole. And do y'all ever have that question about things like that? You know, we hear that no two fingerprints are the same. But it just intrigues me that that's even possible. I guess that there is an infinite amount of patterns of fingerprints. I don't know. Let's see who came in. Sally's busy with sessions today, but this week we're taking chances on expanding the healers as enlightenment. That's a bit of an adventure. It sure is. Michelle, happy Saturday to you. Good morning, good morning. And Kathy says, Scooby pretty much sleeps in bed with Bob and I and doesn't usually get up until I do. During the week, Bob gets up around 3:30 a.m., so Scooby is happy to stay in a cozy bed a couple of hours with me. I bet that's not something that he would be happy about if you got up at the same time. And Sally says, "Ooh, that's a great message for our adventure this week. I forgot to put the chat up, didn't I? Sorry, guys. I'm slipping and nobody said anything. But there you go. It's up there now." Okay, so adventures. What's your favorite adventure? Have you had an experience that sticks out in your mind so much that anytime you think of the word adventure, you go there? Share that with us. What is that adventure? And Josie says, "One more time, my phone turned off. Good morning, Peas, and arg for Ricky." Well, good morning, Josie. We're so glad you're here this morning. And let's see, what did I miss from Julie Kiss? Oh, you have rain and then Deirdre says rain and darker earlier. Auntie Jean, they say even identical twins do not have the same fingerprints. That amazes me even more as they came from the same cell. It's all amazing. It's a mystery. And I do love mysteries. Mary Crincoli, good morning to you. And Kathy says, "Bob and I hope to get done with some lawn work, housework, etc. We really want to go to our local winery and distillery and take pictures of the beautiful fall colors." Oh my gosh, I hope you all can see some of that out the window. The trees are just so beautiful right now. They're really talking and sharing their beauty. And then I'm driving into Virginia, so I'm hoping for a really colorful drive as I go over that way today. Catherine, I went to Ruby Falls for a visit. It's been a while. Ruby Falls is cool. That's here in Tennessee. Blue says, "No, I believe that each is a spark of the divine, a vibration of the universe. As a collective, we are responsible for that spark and raising that vibration. We are each a different fragment of the divine, hence the difference in fingerprint." Okay. I agree, we are each a spark of the divine. But this is a human thing. It's so weird to me because it's our human fingerprint. And I'll never understand it. I won't even try to understand it. I just know that we are told that it's all unique, and so therefore I'm sure it is. As far as I know, they haven't found two that are alike yet. Just like two snowflakes. You hear there's no two snowflakes alike. Okay, don't understand that either and how that's possible. But I don't have to understand. That's what trust is all about, isn't it? Good morning, Jessie. And Sally says one of her biggest adventures was staying at Boone Tavern Hotel in Barra, Kentucky. We chose the most haunted room in the hotel. Never again. I couldn't sleep all weekend. That sounds like fun, actually. Playing with the spirits all weekend. And Blue says, "I am a soul having a human experience." You are. Annie 7 and Grayson. Good morning, good morning. Oh, you all are so beautiful this morning and such a delight. And let's have another sharing of adventures. This time, what adventure do you want to have? Not one that you have a memory of, but what's an adventure that if you had a choice, no restrictions, no limits, what would that adventure be? So let's do some dreaming. Catherine DeSanti says, "The second day here of rainy, gloomy skies. My fur baby needs to go out and it's pouring." I can relate to that. It has rained here for a few days now, and I feel bad for little Magi. I'm like, I'm sorry, honey, but it's going to be wet when we go out there. Coffee is in the making, and Grayson's with his dad until Sunday. Oh, sweet Grayson. And I hope he's doing well. I hope he's past any of that sickness stuff that was going on. And Sally says, I loved it when I read an article on the comparisons of a tree's rings to our fingerprints. I know. I was looking at that too, Sally. It is amazing that all the uniqueness of everything. And you would think that there would be, some same patterns, the exact same ones, but no, not. Blue says, hence I am a different fingerprint and my footfalls go their own way. I raise the vibration wherever I go. Boy, do you ever. Thanks, Blue, and thank you for being here. I'm so glad we have our pair of jeans on this morning. The two of you are something else. Catherine says, I'd go to Tuscany and buy a villa if money were not an option and no restrictions. I love that dream, Catherine Kovacs. That's a beautiful adventure, and I can see you doing that. Kathy Hand says, to this day, after playing the guitar, my left-hand fingers are very difficult to get accurate fingerprints from. I guess I would make a pretty good thief. Ooh, probably so. I don't think anybody's ever realized or accomplished that of being the perfect thief or whatever, to get away with not having your fingerprints recognized. Blue says, I would take Teri to the Healing Waterfall in northern Vermont. I know, I have to get up there, don't I? That hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. Pat Moss says, just dreaming of going on a plane anywhere for a relaxing break. I will believe to receive. There you go. Hold that vision. As Neville says, see it real, feel it real, and then receive it. Leo, good morning. And Catherine says, take pictures of walking down the famous marketplace. Oh, yes. That's a beautiful place. I would go there. I would definitely visit Tuscany if I had the chance. Josie, slowly making my way through life, but didn't realize it is harder than it is. I know, sweet one. We're all right there with you. Just stay in your high vibration as much as you can and stay with us. In times when we're going through something deep, like the loss of a loved one that was so dear, and you have so many memories and so many things that have to be done, right? There's a whole long list of things that you have to take care of after one person leaves. You need the support. You need people that tell you, I love you. So dream with us this morning, Josie, and let's raise that vibration. And Josie, I think you and Rick had some travel plans. So what's your dreams now? Would you change any of those that you had that you were going to do together? Or do you have new adventures you'd like to go on? So the question right now to everybody is, if there was no limit, no restriction, what's your adventure? Not where you would go, but what's the adventure that you would like to have? And Suzanne, I'd love to go to Lourdes. I'd go with you there. That would be amazing. And Blue says, I really miss you too. If Teri comes this way in January, maybe you should fly up and play in the snow with the Doggaroos. Well, it's been so cold here the last few days. I'm not sure I could handle that sub-zero temperature. I'm still thinking about it, Blue. I haven't contacted them yet. Kathy, I'm watching some pretty colorful leaves twirling around in the breeze outside my window. Colin and some random dude are out in my living room asleep, so I cannot sit at my desk. Ugh. Ugh, ugh is right. Sally, my dreams are still to purchase a home on Lake Huron. I know how much you fell in love with that area when we were up there doing the land blessing. That would be cool. And then we would all be up there to visit you, wouldn't we? Deirdre's adventure would be another retreat. Well, we're going to do that. I know there's going to be one in 2024. I don't have the location or the exact date yet, but there will be one. Isabel, skydiving? Oh no! If I would be afraid of heights. Yeah, I don't think I would do that with you, Isabel, but you knock yourself out. Blue says, I would go with the Fae with ease and grace from place to place. I know you would. And Leo says, blue, maybe. I also snow. Haven't seen it for 5 years. I love seeing it. That's not the problem. It's the cold that goes along with it. Annie, if there was no limit, I would definitely travel with my kids and visit my P family, help all who helped me, and give love to the world. I would definitely have a condo on the beach. Now, there you go. I would visit you in your condo on the beach. And Julie Kiss, my adventure would be to take my parents on a cruise for my dad's birthday, December 2024. I think you should do that. And that's one of the things that I am cooking up for the P's, is having a spiritual cruise together and doing a retreat on a cruise ship. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that's something that I am exploring this coming year. And Blue says, no, the sub-zero temp is Colorado. You already did that. Yes, I did. And don't choose to do it again. Sally says, yes, ma'am, I think we should start putting together a retreat for Michigan for next summer. We'll look at that for sure. It's beautiful up there. Auntie Jean says, my adventure would be to travel with Teri again and being with all the P's. Aw, I love that. Blue says, Teri, you're going to have a great time. You're still twisting my arm, aren't you? I can just envision the Berkshires with snow. I can see it, but I can also see ice and icy roads. So, I don't know. I'm doing the pros and cons list. So, y'all might have to help me with that one. Josie, I would love to go to Sicily one more time, visiting my cousins one more time. I think you should. And, all right, so let's do a couple of messages before we do our prayers this morning. So what message would you like to have? And what page would you like to have read so we can see what that message is? And I'm going to go ahead and put up for you to type in your prayer requests, because I think we have a few this morning, don't we? Oh boy, you all are ready for me. Page 31, Annie Banani says, teach the children about kindness. Show them by example what compassion looks like. When the scale of compassion and love energy is fuller than the scale of hate and indifference, your earth will come back into balance. I fully believe that. And Annie, just look at you choosing that message and the way you are raising Grayson with such mindfulness and openness to spirituality. I love that for you. Oh, who's going to join me at Blues? Auntie Jean, you would be in Vermont for the winter time? Oh my gosh, you little desert girl, you. I know it gets cold there in El Paso, but Those winters are kind of brutal, aren't they? Okay, so let's move along. Number 15, Josie says. Let's see what message comes up for Josie and for all of us. Many times you do not allow your intuition to work due to your fear blocking it out. We invite you, dear ones, to trust the process. Was that for me? I think the angels are talking to me about this. I've asked them for a clear answer, yes or no, one way or the other, so I can get that arranged if that's what I'm going to do. So, I don't know, that was a pretty strong message, wasn't it? Many times you do not allow your intuition to work due to your fear blocking it out. We invite you, dear ones, to trust the process. All right, I'm listening. Page 16, Sally. Make a commitment every day to learn something new about yourself. Years ago, I made a commitment to learn something new every day, just in general. But I think this is a pretty cool message, to learn something new about yourself every day. Sometimes we think we know everything about ourselves, but then there's something that will come up, some experience, something that we respond to or react to. And so I love this message. Page 9, Catherine DeSante says, so this one, when you, all right, we're dealing with fear. When you give into fear, you go into a dark place where things look their worst and you get caught up in this vicious cycle of worry, anxiety, and fear, creating in your mind the worst possible outcome where there is no hope. Is that what you desire? Hopelessness and helplessness take you into victimhood. You are not a victim unless you allow your power to be taken away. Oh, how we need that message, don't we? Yeah. Fear is an adventure killer. It really is. We have a hard time going out of our comfort zone and having adventures when there's so much fear involved and so much anxiety and worry. So, yeah. Blue is doing some serious twisting of my arm this morning, you guys. Yeah, I'm whining. Wah. All right, page 25 for Catherine Kovacs. I'm having fun with this tiny book this morning, but if I get another fear message, look out. If you trust that you are a spirit being and that you have a higher self guiding you during your time here on earth, then you can see your way to allowing the guidance to happen. Yeah, they're really speaking to us. They're telling us a story here. Do you notice that? Do you notice how this is like weaving in and out with these messages? I love this. Let's keep creating this story. Page 3 for Deirdre. Catherine DeSante, I would come to Vermont if someone would grab me in Connecticut on the way. I love Connecticut. Jean and I were there for a few days before we went to, was it before we hit Vermont? I think it was. Page 3, who ordered that one? Deirdre. Fortify inwardly for the fires of life that will undoubtedly come, and though you may lose some leaves, your core will remain firm. Yeah, your strength and your power are definitely on the inside. All right, I think that may be all the messages. Boy, that was a lot, wasn't it? A lot of the same message and all of you picking different numbers. I love this. And Kathy Hand says, in the States, I'd love to buy an RV trailer to hitch to my Durango and go across the United States. I'd also love to ride our motorcycle from Miami to the Keys and also ride along the Pacific coast and Napa Valley, plus a trip to Europe, England, Poland, Germany, Austria, Italy, and Spain. Not too much to ask. Not at all, Kathy Hand. And you would love it. I know you would love every minute of it. And Blue says, you, Leo, and maybe we can get Brookie and family up for a visit. Well, it's quite possible. I'm not ruling it out, Blue. Anyone else coming to Vermont in the winter to visit Teri? We could do a winter retreat. It might not be as fun as a summer or spring retreat, but yeah, we could do it. And he says, oh, that definitely got me to also that last message. Yeah, all of them were beautiful. And Sally says, I've been feeling a self-love time coming on, validation that I need to go inward. Yeah. Oh, now you're holding up Mama Hada Bear as a little apple that you're dangling there for me. Do y'all see what's happening? This woman is pulling out all the cards. Annie, I believe we definitely all need every message spoken. Yeah, I believe that too, Annie. And Annie says, Blue, Mama P will need to get the snow tires. Then she can stay all winter with y'all and be warm and cozy. Well, if I go up, it would be in the Berkshires for the winter. It would be January through March, I think. I'm looking at it seriously. I really am. So we'll see what happens. And thank you, Deirdre, for our morning prayers. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back. World peace. Attention to human trafficking would save someone's child. Yeah, I think this week we are going to work on that some more, on the human trafficking. And a week from today, next Saturday, is the workshop. Emotional empowerment. Who wants to be emotionally empowered? And have you signed up yet for the workshop? I'll be putting out the link every day this week for anyone who may not have made it the first one, but want to come to this one. Gizmo would like to see me. Oh, now you're really tugging at my heartstrings. I will bring you tea from Lisa, and Jean would dance in the kitchen. Okay. And Catherine DeSanti would love to meet and hug all of us. Yes, we'd love that too, Catherine. Yeah, there's going to be a retreat. I don't know exactly where, but I'm leaving it up to the angels, as I always do with my angel guidance. Sally says, I see a Christmas getaway to Frankenmuth, Michigan. It's the world's largest Christmas city store, etc. The whole town is devoted to Christmas adventures. Awesome. You know, there's also a Christmas Florida. That is actually the name of the little town, Christmas Florida. A lot of people go there just to mail out the Christmas cards or to send somebody some mail from Christmas. I love it. More fun. Fun. It's what we're all about. This is an adventure day. We're dreaming adventures. We're talking about our adventures. And now we're going to focus on the adventure of love by loving each other through prayers. Oh, Annie, you have joined in. Is Jean recruiting some of you to give me that little push? I think so. She's pulling out all the stops right now. sit around the wood stove, and Dave would probably sing to us, wouldn't he? Baloo says, Teri was in Colorado last winter during that terrible winter. She should have a set stash somewhere. No, I don't. And snow tires are expensive. So, yeah, a lot to look at there. And Sally, prayers for the world as we transition into a new way of being. The transitions may not be as easy for a few, or a lot. Yeah, it's not an easy transformation time. Suzanne, you're working next Saturday. Oh, bummer. It was great having you in class last week. All right, so let's get to our prayers. If you have any names to add to the grid and the prayer list, this is your chance. We have both Jeans here. They're both grid keepers. And type it in there, and they'll add you in, and we'll add you to that long list. So, where shall we go? Into our hearts. So, take a deep breath in. When you take that deep breath into your heart, something happens. First, you connect with who you are. You find that place inside of you that is spirit. So let's go there and hold on to that energy. It feels different than the rest of your energy fields. It feels more open, more spacious, because there are no limits to it. So hold on to that energy. Really take an observation look at yourself, stepping aside, looking at your being, and then take in another breath and open your eyes to possibility. We're talking about adventures and what we would love to do. Look at the adventure you're on as being a human. This is one of the biggest adventures we can take, right? Leaving that spirit self in the energy realm, the etheric realm, and coming into a human body. That's quite an adventure. So while you're in this human body, just ask, what do I need to know today? What adventure can I have today? Spirit has no limits. So you can dream big or you can dream small. And there is no difference, because in dreaming, you get your intuition revved up and you get downloads from spirit. So go into your heart and just sit with it for a moment and say, what do I need to know? And what adventure should I take right now? It may not involve moving your body at all. It may be just in your mind. It may be an emotional adventure or a spiritual adventure, like the angels wrote about last night. But open to possibility. This is what the message is for today. In all of the ones that were read, it was releasing fear. Just let fear fall away from you. And then what is possible? If there was nothing holding you back, if there were no limits, no worries, no fear, what is that adventure? Breathe in again. See if something shifts inside of you just with the thought of going on that adventure. And let's go on a little adventure together. Let's climb higher in our vibration. So as you breathe in, I want you to visualize that breath rising upward. And just keep letting it rise higher and higher as you open to possibility, as you open to truth, as you open to all the gifts that are there for you. And one of those gifts is clairvoyance. Being able to see something without seeing the physical evidence of it. So let's go beyond the physical world. Let's travel outside of Earth and raise our vibration higher and higher and higher yet, going up, up, up to a higher plane. What adventure would you have out here, beyond the confines of Earth, beyond the confines of gravity? What would you do? Who would you go to meet? Would you go to another planet? Would you go to somewhere in the etheric realm and sit with an ascended master? Would you fly with the angels? Would you sit before Master Jesus and ask to be taught like he sat and taught the children? Would you go visit the great central sun? Where would you go with no limits? And then realize that there are no limits. You can do all of that, all of those things that you could envision, all those big adventures that you would go on. You can do it. So who are you sitting with, or floating with, or dancing with? Maybe it's a loved one that you would just love to hold in your arms, or ask the questions about how they're doing and what the adventure was like for them to shed their human body. Go on your adventures. As you do so, just realize how good it feels. Realize the love that you feel coming from the Creator that gives us these gifts, the gifts of intuition, of seeing, hearing, feeling, smelling. And let's go into gratitude in our hearts. Thank you that we're able to take these adventures in our life, that we're able to open up and see things and hearing the voices of the angels and our loved ones and our spirit guides. It's one of the biggest blessings of life. So as you wrap up your adventure with whoever you were with or wherever you were, start to come back and just feel into your energy field now. Is there a shift? As you take more and more of these adventures, you'll find yourself expanding. You'll find that you're dreaming more, that you're becoming more confident that those dreams can be achieved. And you become more confident in your power as you lift others up, as we pray for each other, as we send healing energy forward. Just be in that moment of your inner power as we lift each other, as we look on our list, our Peapod prayer list, And we pray for the best and highest good of all. And we pray for anyone who's been added to that list. And we pray for each other and lift each other high and hold each other. Just envision arm in arm we stand in this circle of love, this circle of adventure. We are adventurers, every one of us. And today was a day of imagining. And let's imagine peace. Imagine all the people living in the world. No conflicts, no wars, everybody being kind, everyone wanting the same thing, peace on our earth, peace in our heart, peace in our homes, peace all over this beautiful world. And let's hold that vision, let's hold that adventure as one that to be true and one that we can always go to in our mind and in our hearts every day and every moment of every day. So now let's give that love out to those that we are holding in this circle. And I gotta grab the song by Leo. And you all are going to give love to each other because that's what we do. That's how we end our time together. So, are you ready for this? On the count of 3, 2, 1, we are going to give away love and gratitude. This has been so fun today. Thank you for dreaming with me. Thank you for just envisioning what it looks like to go on adventures and to know that you can. In your mind, you're unstoppable. There's no limits to what you can do. Okay, so I didn't know if we had any prayers that came in during that time. Absolutely, Deirdre. Yes, it is a daily meditation at 10 million for world peace. We're not stopping until we're here to stop. And we definitely need to be doing this, especially with all the conflict that's going on in the world today. And Leo says, thank you for prayers. Sunshine is recovering, and my mom's surgery went really well. Oh, sweet Leo, I'm so glad to hear that. I am going to be there at Thanksgiving time for Sunshine, and I can't wait. It's going to be awesome to be there in Florida with those 2 little beautiful fur babies. Rosalind, oh, sweet Roz, you're so welcome. Yes, you're always in our hearts, sweetie. Okay. Here we go. And here we go, Leo. Good morning, Leo. Thank you, Blue. And Sally. And Tony. Love both of you so much. Andrea. Hello, hello. Suzanne. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the bar, the daily mantra. Aw, sweet Leo, or Leo. Annie, we love you so much, Annie. And Isabel, could we please add your friend Louisa Almeida? We certainly can. So, Jeans, do you got that one? I'll put it up so you both can see it. Aw, Jean, I love that. I sure will, Annie Banani. You'll have lots of pictures of those babies. Oh, sweet Catherine. Grab the towels. We actually have sunshine going on outside. I just saw it out the window. Align, allow. Triple A, y'all. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. And it's probably cold out there, right? Yeah, it's in the 40s here. No fun for going out for a doggy walk. Well, somebody woke up. Magi, come say hello. Magi. Magi. Nope, she's not going to come in here this morning, you guys. I don't know what we did to her. Maybe we embarrassed her, but yeah, she's staying away. Thank you, Annie. Yes, sunshine would be great all day long today. So probably around 4 o'clock Eastern time today is when we'll have the land blessing in Virginia. And I can't wait to drive over there. I love Virginia. It's a beautiful state. So if you're around, I'm going to try to do a live stream of the land blessing. And perhaps you will catch it on the live, or it will be on the recording for you. The one that I did the other day here in Tennessee on Thursday is up on YouTube. So if you didn't get to see it live, you can watch the replay of that. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel, Angel Speakers, and the playlist is the land blessings, the Peace on Earth tour and the land blessings. So anyway, I got to get out of here if I'm going to get to Virginia today. I love you all so much. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. And I'll see you around 1 o'clock for our 10 million for world peace meditation. Thank you all so much. Namaste, y'all.